Welcome everyone to Two Off the Tee, Fantasy Six Packs, Golf, Gambling, DFS show. I am your host, Keith Flemming, joined by my good friend, brother from another mother,
That's right.
Ryan. Actually, I meant to tell you this other day. Ricky calls you Movie.
Ooh, I've
And I'm
never.
always like, it's Mulvey. And he goes,
Yeah,
really? Really? And I'm like, yeah, there's an
I've
L
been
in there for
I've
sure.
been called a lot of things, but never heard that one.
Well, you start hanging out with the stoners, Ryan, you get some
Some
interesting names, you
different
know.
conjugations of names.
Yeah,
Yes.
we're just not paying attention a lot.
Yeah, you get just zone out a little bit sometimes. That's all.
Exactly. So,
I heard he shot even par the other day or something.
man, so Ricky's best score ever was 76. I don't think he had ever shot under par on 9 holes.
Okay.
And dude went out, set a career record for birdies, 7.
What?
35 on the back, and
Well,
shot
one.
72 overall. So he just went right through that door.
Yeah, no doubt. My first thought is 7 birdies and 72, but I'm gonna let him have his flowers.
He had one double,
Okay.
5 bogeys, 7 birdies.
But hey, birdies erase a lot of things, that's for sure.
They do. And I mean, what's great is we play a dogfight.
Yeah.
So he had 28 points on those holes.
What was his quota?
25.
Man, I mean, it's gonna happen every once in a while.
He's only plus 18, Ryan. I mean,
yeah,
that happens.
Yeah, I'm sure the next closest person was right there at like plus 16. Oh, Ricky.
For those who've never played in a dogfight, there is nothing worse than being. Well, there's 2 things that are really bad: winning by more than like plus 5 or 6
Yes.
when there's nobody else plus, or really going deep, because you just basically screwed your points up.
Yep.
For the foreseeable future for nothing. Or what I think is even worse is when you say go like plus 6, plus 7, which I've had happen before, and you don't win a dime.
Yeah, that's. I don't know what's worse. That's that going plus 6 or 7, you're feeling good, and then somebody comes in, and it's usually like if you play with guys that have low quotas, that have like 10s and 12s, and they make 4 or 5 birdies, but still shoot 92, and they just blow away their quota. It's playing in those quota games can be interesting.
It can.
Modified Stableford.
It took me forever to get my dad to understand how much easier it is for him to be plus.
It benefits the lower handicaps for sure, or the higher handicaps.
He's like, that's not true. And I'm like, Dad, if you have 3 birdies, that's 12 points.
Oh, so you do 4 for birdies?
Yes.
Dang.
6 for eagles.
Man. What about doubles? Do you lose any points for doubles?
You just get 0.
Okay, so you don't do the penalization for a double.
Yeah, it's kind of a jip, to be honest, but
especially for you, who's a lot better golfer than probably.
Well, and also just somebody who's very steady, right?
Yeah.
Like a lot of pars.
Yep.
A lot of pars. Which just means there's a lot of rounds in that like 30 to 36 range, you know? And so my points just kind of seem like they hang there forever. But anyway.
Yes. There's a golf tournament this week.
I guess we can call it that.
Yeah.
So I feel a little bad. I wrote an article last week. We did not do a show, but in the article I said that, last week's 3M Open, what's going on, Ronnie? Thank you for joining us tonight. That the 3M Open was the last event of the season. I forgot. We got one more. We got the Wyndham Championship at Sedgefield Country Club.
It's that sneaky tournament up there in North Carolina.
I think, though, if you look at the 2 fields, maybe the PGA Tour players have forgotten that the regular season is still going on, because, I mean, this is just basically the duel for getting in the top 75. And that's really it. I mean, I'm shocked at, like, the guys that are not there. It's cool to see some of the guys that are here. Because, again, if you're in the top 50... you're not really playing for anything.
No, you're pretty much good in.
I will say, though, you get another win or really good finish, that could be huge. And so maybe that's why the guys with not as much success career-wise are here that, are still pretty high up on the FedEx Cup standings. And we got a couple winners in the field, which is pretty cool. And I'm talking about this season, multi-winners. Unfortunately, none of them are Scotty Scheffler, but Sedgefield Country Club, is the quintessential Donald Ross course? Do you think
I mean, they did renovate it in 2007, but I'm actually a big fan of Sedgefield because it is an original Donald Ross design.
And so,
small greens, domed greens, a lot of uphill shots. The penalties on this golf course, not to steal your golf course thunder, is if you miss these greens, that's where it gets really, really tough.
And it's not the easiest driving course in the world either. Now, it is in the sense that if you're fine with just taking your medicine, hitting to a spot, it is. You're right. Like that, it becomes nothing but a second shot course.
Absolutely.
But we know these guys are really good, and they like to take driver. So I do think you can get an advantage from that. Again, this is a Ross course. I mean, you got a positional, less than driver. A lot of guys can be hitting fairway woods, irons off the tee, takes patience. And I mean, let's be honest. If everybody is having to hit from the same places into greens, this should be easy for everybody. Who's going to have the advantage? Really good iron players and elite putters, right? Like that's it. That's the bag.
Fair to say that this is a more predictable tournament than a lot of them?
Top 10 on tour, at least over the last 5 years. So, yes. I think the Webb Simpson alone record is enough to, I mean, the dude's finished top 7 6 of the last 7 years, and that's after Webb Simpson's peak. If you want to go back, he's finished in the top 15 12 out of the last 15 years at this event.
He lives for Sedgefield.
God, he's like, man, all right, it's time to go make some money. You know what I mean? Like,
that's right.
I could not imagine having, because we all play golf, right? Like, you have courses you really like, and you play well.
Just fit your
confident,
eye.
You try to get a few extra bets, and you get there in the morning and the game's there. I couldn't imagine being these guys. And again, no disrespect to Webb Simpson, won a major championship, like really good player in his day. But not like even a Pantheon for the 2000s player. But he knows when he goes to this course,
he's got a shot. Yep.
He's like Zeke, man. He just wants to eat.
Feeding him.
Too much. Yeah, it's a very predictive course. Not a lot of water danger holes. I think there's 6 of them. Some of the fewest bunkers on tour. However, they are some of the most penal. At least in the sense of, like, if you catch them off the tee, you have a hard time making par. Like, and almost impossible time hitting the green, which is, to just further Ryan's point, that if you miss the greens, good luck.
Typical Donald. Yep.
35% of the shots are going to come from 150 to 175. I think it's almost 75% will come from 175. Then you got 8 par 4s that are, 440 or less, 2 par 3s that are 175 or less, and then 2 reachable par 5s. So in reality, the teeth of this golf course, I think there's only 6 holes that played over par last year. You got 2 fairly long par 3s. One's like 225 plus yards, and then you got the couple of par 4s that are like 480 or further. 18 being one of them, which is obviously going to lead to some carnage probably as the week goes on. It's a great closing hole. Great opening and closing hole, in my opinion, at this golf course. I mean, Donald Ross knows what he's doing. Anything on Sedgefield that you want to add?
I just know that, like you were talking about, putting and iron shots, this golf course, I think, is top 10 in 3 putting. If I read that correctly, like more 3 putts than not happen on this particular golf course, just because the greens are so challenging, and they usually get them real fast leading into the FedEx Cup playoffs.
Absolutely. And you want guys that play Bermuda greens well. You want guys that hit approach putts well. And you want guys that avoid 3 putts. To Ryan's point. That's definitely was in my key stats this week. You want to do DFS? You want to do betting card? Where do you want to start?
We can start with DFS.
All right.
Because we've been starting with betting usually, so we'll start with DFS this time.
I like that. Change it up, since it is a off-brand event. That's what we're going to call it.
Man, tough crowd at Sedgefield.
It is, man. Look, these guys are really good. So I'll be watching. You know me. I'll watch the 3-0 open. I'll be watching. But it is. It's definitely, I understand people are like, wake me up in 2 weeks when Sheffer and them boys are back. I get that. I do. I understand that 100%. The guys, again, Ryan made a great point. It is very important that you have a good track record here. And there's a good bit of guys that have a really good track record here. But the guys that I listed this week for Horses for Courses, Ben Griffin's finished 7th or better, 2 of his last 3 starts here. That's obviously really good. Siwoo Kim, 3 top 5s in his last 5 starts here. That's really good. He's also known for these positional less than driver courses. So that's 2 things for Siwoo. Griffin, again, throwaway stuff that happened over in Europe. Don't worry about that. I feel like Griffin at 10-1 with, I think it's 6 straight 14th place or better finishes stateside.
Solid anchor.
That's a real good anchor for 10-1. Like in cash, again. I don't think it's any better than that. Sung J M has a great record here. He's got 3 top 10s in his last 6 starts here. Top 14, 4 6, top 24, 5 of 6. So, good stuff. But, man, he is in really rough form entering this week. So, I don't know if I can sign off on that.
That's the tough part between history and how they're playing. Which way do you lead? Do you lead more towards how they're playing going into it or more towards how they've been playing at this particular venue? And I think like you're doing, if you can find the combination of the guys playing good and have good history at this venue, that's the winning formula.
And then again, the one exception to that, Webb Simpson. He's actually been playing better lately than he was earlier this year. His best finish this season was in his first event over in Hawaii for the Sony Open, which is definitely a comp course.
Yeah.
So him at 7K again, 6 top 7s in his last 7 starts here and top 15, 12, 15. Just outrageous. And then Stevenson, who, not the one you think, it's Adam actually, is the one that has such a great record.
Svensson, right?
Yeah. How do you say what you said?
Svensson, right? Yeah. Isn't it SV?
I'll never get that right.
Svensson. I know.
Svensson.
You gotta feel like you're Swedish. Svensson. I don't know. Just keep going.
Speed pulse. He finished 7th both career starts here, so that's a pretty good start. To that, I like values. I think Keegan's a value this week at 10-3. Do you agree? I know that sounds crazy because he's the most expensive guy on the board.
But at the same time, this golf course, in my opinion, suits Keegan so well. It's just a great golf course for him. Top 10, 3-1. Or we're talking DFS. I'm sorry. I jumped.
No. I think, though, when you're getting into it, you're right, though. He finished 22nd here last year. The big thing for me is I think Keegan wants to earn his way onto this Ryder Cup team.
Yep.
Earn it. And that means top 6. And that means he's got some work to do. But it's within reach. And I think today would be a great story. B, I think he can do it. And that's honestly why he's here.
Absolutely.
He won. He doesn't have to be here. He's going
He's
to
in
be
the playoffs, yeah.
Yeah, at least the first 2 weeks. He's good. And yet, I think it's a very good sign that he's here and that, look, at 10-3, again, this is a weak field. I kind of like both, all of the top expensive guys talked me into it. Griffin, Keegan, Hideki.
Yeah, I got Hideki in my official lineup. I'm trying to be cool like you.
I know that he's missed the cut here the last 3, which that is a little scary. Don't get me wrong. he's missed it 2 out of 3 the last 3 times he's played here. But this is a Hideki course. I mean, who are we kidding? You got to drive it straight. You got to hit your irons well. Hopefully, get hot with a putter.
Yeah,
like
3-putt avoidance. I think.
And again, this group, this field is weak.
Yeah,
like this is weak. I mean, you're talking about talent. Hideki is up there. So I really like Keegan, Hideki, Griffin, like anchoring with one of those two guys. I've been like going down like in that 6,900 to 7,500 range. Now, I do like Denny McCarthy. He's finished 36 or better here 5 of the last 7. He's finished in the top 12 3 of his last 4 starts in the States. He, again, has the game for these kind of venues, right? Like, he's somebody, not a great driver with a golf ball, doesn't hit super straight either. But the nice thing is, you're laying up the numbers. He's pretty good from 175 in across the board. Unbelievable on and around the greens. I think that's a good win for him. But guys like Emiliano Grillo at 7,500 and Ryan Fox at 7,300, like, just pretty much put them in all my lineups.
Yeah, I got Grillo in mine.
We saw this, from him just a few weeks ago, or we saw it last week, right, with the 3M Open. He is somebody that when he gets that driver going, he's so good because he's such a good putter week in and week out. Such a good iron player, particularly, again, from that 175 and in is where Grillo really excels. He rarely 3-putts. He's good at lag putting. Like, everything you want to see to me signs up for Grillo. And then Ryan Fox being 7,300, like, dude's won twice this year. Yeah. Like, what are we doing?
DraftKings is maybe a
in
little
this
confused.
Field.
Yeah,
I don't get it.
Yeah. Now Ryan Fox is almost a you have to put him in your lineup going into this week. Do you put any weight on the guys that are right off the points, like Højgaard, Mitchell, Kirk, Beasenhout, Woodland, Roy, Smalley, Thompson, Cole, Hisatsune, the other Højgaard, and kind of all those guys just outside the top 70. Do you think that they play better because they're trying to make it, or do you think they play worse because they're trying to push and maybe that doesn't go well with their game?
Not to give a non-answer, but that's why, like what we were talking about with guys that are playing well leading into this event and, right, like, have a history at this venue. That's kind of how I feel about these guys. Like, that's just an added bonus. Like, I think overall it can be a good thing, but it also, anybody who plays golf understands that sometimes pressure is the worst thing that can happen to you.
Yeah.
Even the best players in the world.
But you would think these guys that have this chance to make it into the playoffs and win that much more money would rise to the occasion. That's kind of where they are in their, world, that they need to do that to be.
It is, though, the game of golf, Ryan. It's just 36 holes. Anything can happen, right? You know what I mean? Right. And like when you press at this game, from my experience, bad things happen, right?
True.
Like when you're trying to force, like, unless you're Tiger Woods or Jack Nicklaus, like those guys did seem to be able to will the ball into the freaking hole. Like they had that ability. I don't think there's very many other schmucks in the world, including professional golfers, who can do that. So I think it's better. Like, Cole's definitely one of the guys under 7K I love. He's 6,900. He finished 14th here 2 years ago. His first start here, 7th last year. So he's got a great track record. His season has really turned around after just an awful start to it. And I like a lot of guys under 7K, like Victor Perez, 6,900. Speaking of guys with 2 wins and what's up with their price, Brian Campbell is 6,600. Are we serious?
Yeah, it feels like this week is a big week to have a lot of opportunities to take a lot of these guys that are so low priced.
What about Campbell is not going to go well here? He's 19th in driving accuracy.
Just that alone, I would be in on him.
Top 60 on approaches. You get inside 100 yards, which I would imagine this course where somebody hits it as long as he does, like, the last time probably he had this many shots from inside 100 yards into the green was probably John Deere Classic, where he won, by the way.
Yes.
And he's 5th on approaches inside 100 yards. So check. Good putter. And I mean, again, belief is so key. He's got to look at this field and be like, I can take these guys. I want in Mexico. I want John Deere in a much stronger field than this.
Yes. He's he's in a good position, I would think, especially 60. I was just looking at it, 6,600. That's wild.
Isn't that crazy? I know he hadn't had the best year, but if you look even all the way back to the beginning of his season, what's one of the, comp courses? Walleye, right? Out Sony Open. He shot an open around 67 and then had to withdraw because of an injury.
Yeah.
He likes that golf course. He's played it well in his past. This is the kind of course to me that suits Campbell's game. And again, he's got all the confidence in the world because he's won twice this season. Nobody would have bet that. I think I saw if we would have just bet $100 on Brian Campbell every week, you'd be worth $250,000 or something at this point.
Yeah, just keep it going. Oh, goodness. Brian.
Whether he's in the field or not.
Yeah.
So, I mean, again, that's what happens when somebody's, I think, 200 and 400 to 1 the 2 weeks that he won. So that's really good. Any other DFS plays that you're looking at or DK? Because for me, the cash groupings, really like Grillo, really like Fox. I really like Perez or Cole. I'm comfortable playing Campbell. And then almost every lineup has 2 of the 3 of Griffin, Keegan, and Hideki.
Are you putting Simpson in your DKs or are you just betting him?
I put him just in one DK lineup, and I'm disappointed. Actually, I do not have a bet that made my betting card cheat sheet, but I'll make one just for me with Webb Simpson because I mean, he's in $100 single interest, so it's the biggest, one of the 2 biggest lineups I'm doing this week. It's not like he's not being used, but I'm saying out of the 7 lineups I think I built, he's in 1. Just because I love the value of Perez, Cole, and Campbell, who I think all should play this course very well. Some of them have, Perez and Cole have great records here, and Campbell hasn't really played it when he's been on this kind of heater.
Yeah, true. We shall find out, though. You want to bounce over to the betting card?
Yeah, let's do it.
Well, I just bet $10 on Eric Cole because he is plus 150,000 to win the tournament.
See,
or 15,000. Excuse me. Yes,
because he's I think 100 to 1 right now on DK Sportbook.
Yeah, 150 to 1 right now on Hard Rock. Webb Simpson also 150 to 1. This is a weird tournament.
What is his prop bets on your book?
On who? Simpson?
Yeah.
Let me find him again. I know I bet him top 10, and that was 12 to 1. Wow. 12 to 1. Excuse me. Yeah, he's 12 to 1. Cole was 150 to 1 to win. Let me find him in top 5. I know he's
12. That's probably he's got to be around 25, 30 to 1. I would assume.
Usually when you go from one category to the other, it kind of stays with the guys you were just looking at, but eyes don't work so well. Let's see. Simpson. Sorry. I don't mean to be taking so long.
So did you bet Keegan then to win this week?
Yeah. He's my quote-unquote realistic betting.
What number did you get him at?
He is, let me go to my placed bets. He is plus 2250, so 22.5 to 1. Yeah.
I mean, that's
the value is there in my opinion.
For sure. And again, he's got motivation, which I really like, because I think that Keegan wants to play. He wants to leave no doubt. He's the kind of person that would feel bad about picking himself, even if he was just outside the 6 automatics or whatever, right?
Yep.
So he wants to leave no doubt. I honestly believe he wants to win one more event, if not this week, to the next 3. But let's be honest, this is the most likely event for him to win because he's, one of the more talented players in this field. I do like Griffin and Hideki in that range, 25 and 30 to 1.
Yeah.
But it sounds like me and you agree that after that, I'm in the 70 to 1 and higher range because I feel like that's where the value is, at least for winners.
Absolutely. I really like Lucas Glover too in this tournament. Obviously, he's been trending in the right way, but
Definitely a Lucas Glover course.
this is certain at 40 to 1 to win. It's kind of a pretty solid there. 8 to 1 to top 5. Let's see, 4 to 1 to top 10. That's a pretty good value, and 2 to 1 to top 20. That almost kind of seems like, what was the one we bet last week? Was it last week or was it 2 weeks? Oh no, it was last week. It was Gotterup, top 20. He was plus 165 on Hard Rocks, and just put a bunch on that one because it almost felt like a guarantee. But yeah,
and it was.
So I kind of feel like the same type of thing with the top 20. Who are we just talking about? Sorry,
Glover. That's
Glover,
all right. It's
yes.
been a long day, man. You were staying in the sun.
It has. I'm missing a part of my head too, so
well, that's not helping. I mean, you weren't very sharp before that, though. For being honest,
true.
So.
That's true. A little sharper, though. A little sharper. All right, Lucas Glover. Where was he? He was closer to the top. It seems like the Lucas Glover top 20, which is 2 to 1, is just as, I don't want to say guarantee because you never use that word in betting or DFS, as solid as a bet as got her up to top 20 last week.
I mean, he's got an unbelievable track record. I know both at the Sony Open and the RBC Heritage, which those are two events that the venues are definitely comp courses that I looked at for this. And again, it's just such a weak field. This to me feels like and again, think about what we're asking for players to do well here.
Yeah.
Hit the ball in the fairway, hit greens, and maybe make a few putts. When Lucas Glover makes a few putts, he wins. Like, I mean, that's Lucas Glover. So, yeah, I feel very, like, the top 20, I think that's a great value.
You know what's wild? Hard Rock has a top 30 and a top 40 this week.
Is this new?
I've never seen it before in Hard Rock. They've just got a bunch of stuff for this particular tournament. But yeah, top 40, like Aaron Rise minus 170, Ben Griffin is minus 160. Your first plus odds is Adam Scott at plus 100 to top 40.
Top 40. Wow.
You almost want to just drop a huge number on it because, like, he shouldn't finish outside of the top 40, but then he'll have a horrible tournament and Murphy's Law.
Oh, this is where we need to reach out to Byron because this is what he does.
Oh, okay.
I'm serious. Like, he bets a lot on these kind of things. Like, he's not afraid to.
I think I remember the show we did with him. He said that's kind of his strategy is just bet big on these, what seem kind of like Jake Knapp plus 105 to top 40. Come on. It's almost. I think you're basically getting even money. You bet $100, you're going to win 105.
Yeah, it's man. It's
so.
It's
tempting.
interesting that they're adding that. I wonder if that's going to be moving forward.
We shall see.
I love the value of 70 up. Like Grillo 70 to 1. We saw how close he came just a couple weeks ago. Maybe I'm a sucker, but Jackson Kavanaugh or Kavanaugh or Koivoon.
Yeah. Kavanaugh.
I don't like
look like Kavanaugh. There's no GH in it.
I just don't want him to be French. That sounds French.
I don't think he's French. I'm pretty sure he's American, but I don't even know where Koivoon comes from. It's not like, Koivoon. But yeah,
it sounds very French. You got to admit, Koivoon, like, right?
Well, when you say it like that, yeah, it certainly sounds that way. But Koivun, I don't know many French names that end in VUN. But anyway.
He's 75 to 1 on DK Sportsbook to win. What is he at for you?
Let me look if I can find it quickly. To win?
Mm-hmm.
All right. It's probably up there pretty good. Which is still crazy because he's only been playing professional golf for such a short period of time. Ryan Fox is...
well, he hasn't even turned pro, though, has he? I'm pretty sure he's still an amateur.
Yeah, I might be thinking of Clanton.
Yeah.
60 to 1 for Koivoon, 60 to 1 for Clanton.
Because Koivoon, I mean, like, he seems like he's figuring this professional golf thing out.
Yeah.
ISCO, that was, 2 weeks ago, 11th. Finished 6th at the John Deere.
He was in my, it was him last week, right? The 3M, he played in it?
I don't think he played last week, did he?
I
played...
had a guy like that last week. Let me see if it was Koivun or not. Let's see. What was my lineup? Yes. We know. I had. Oh, it was Luke Clanton. Luke Clanton was in my lineup.
I was say I don't think he was in last week's field.
No, but Clanton's in this one too. To be honest, I'm surprised they let you bet on amateur finishes with all the professionals. I know in the Masters they separated out to amateur top finishes. Your boy Ryan Fox is 75 to 1.
He's 80 to 1 on DK Sportsbook. Just love that.
Yeah,
love it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, again, Perez is 100 to 1, Cole 110 to 1, Campbell 120 to 1. Perez has the perfect game for this kind of course. I mean, he's somebody that excels on less than driver courses, very good from 175 in, relies a lot on his irons and putter. That's what I'm looking for.
Yes.
Like the top 5, I only did 2 bets this week. I got a safe one and a crazy one, but Keegan plus 450, like, sign me up.
Yeah.
That's one of my biggest unit bets this week. Because, again, I think that he wants to automatically earn his way on, and he needs all the good finishes he can get. He's only got 4 events left.
Yep.
I think Campbell at 30 to 1 to top 5 in this field is insane.
That's wild.
And I'm almost getting like winner odds for a guy that, again, has won twice this season on a golf course that fits him well. Why not?
Absolutely. Can I ask you some fun questions here?
Sure.
I know you're going to do something cool too. But anyway, the Hard Rocks got, let's see, A, B, C, D, E, and F groups where they got odds for the winner of that particular group. And I was going to kind of ask you and then put them all together in a parlay and see what it would do. All right, Group A winner. It's for the whole tournament, 72 holes. Fitzpatrick, Rye, Bradley, McIntyre, or Griffin. I know I'm putting you on the spot. I'm leading either towards Bradley or Griffin.
Who's getting better odds?
Griffin's plus 375. Keegan's plus 350.
I go Keegan then.
All right, Keegan, Group 1. Group 2, Sanjay M., Harry Hall, Davis Thompson, Jake Knapp, Andrew Novak. I like Knapp at plus 350 in this group. It ranges from 300 to 400.
This does feel like a Novak course a little bit too, but
he's got the best odds.
You're never gonna heal me though, like bad mouth Jake Knapp. You know that's my guy, and it actually is an advantage to him when he can just hit laser irons down the fairways, which he will be doing a lot this week.
I love watching him hit it. Group C: Glover, Matsuyama, Spieth, Beate, or whatever. I forget how we pronounce it. Akshay is his first name, and then Fowler, who I wouldn't even count him in there. What do you think, Glover or Matsuyama?
Again, I just think Hideki, it's insane. Like
they have the same odds, so that's good. All right, Group D. We're sitting at Wallace, Noren, Putnam, Scott, and Grillo. I would go with Grillo. What do you think?
Yeah, Putnam is another good fit for this course, but yeah, I would go Grillo. I pumped him up too much this week.
All right. Group E: Ryan Gerard, Christian Beuzendhout, JT Poston, Kurt Kitayama, and Denny McCarthy.
I'm gonna go Denny because again, he's got a great record at this venue, and he's playing well. Top 12, 3 of his last 4 starts in the States.
All right, to make it a 6-bet parlay, the Group F winner, Sam Stevens, Nikolai Højgaard, Max Gracerman, Tom Kim, or Jackson Koivun. That was a mouthful of a group. Best odds.
Go Gracerman.
Okay, Gracerman's plus 350. So if I bet $10, that would pay $77,911.88.
Are you kidding me?
Because it's plus 779,019. That's your parlaying odds. Because there's 5 people in each group, so you've got to beat 4 other people and then parlay it 6 times together. It doesn't seem that far out there, though. That's why I want.
See, this is the kind of thing where I agree with you. I want to know how they are coming up with these groups.
What's the common denominator in these particular groups?
Wow.
Somebody's putting some thought into it, I'm sure.
You got me putting thought into it right now.
Right?
Because I mean, that was mostly favorites or no for each section.
No, actually, well, it mainly ranged from right around plus 300 to about, some of them had plus 400, but most of them were around 300 to 350. Right. Yeah, they're all very close. And actually, several of them were outside of were actually the least, or the long shot. That's the word I was looking for.
Can you do 5, 4, or 3 groups, or do you have to do?
The way I think they just set it up as 5 in each. There's some different ones. Let's have some fun with this because that was an exercise. All right, I bet $15 to win 116,000. I'll give you a piece of that if it hits. And then you got round 1 3 balls where it's just for round 1. Those are a lot. You can obviously parlay those as well, but and then best finish. They really, I don't know if this is just new or they're just doing it because it's the last tournament essentially of the regular season, but
I think they're dipping their toe. Because I was just curious, would you eventually be able to? Because that's something that I would love for like DK and FanDuel to be here. Is then you can just parlay anything.
Yep.
And that's where, I mean, like this week, you could parlay Grillo, Perez, both to top 20. You're probably going to get 5, 6, 7 to 1 odds there.
Here, let's do it. You said Grillo and Perez. All right, yeah. Grillo is plus 325, and Victor Perez is plus 400. So it doesn't let you parlay it.
Yep. Places are smart. Books are smart, man.
Yeah. They're going to do whatever it takes to not lose money, but
well, hey. I mean, DK and FanDuel, they do it by volume, so they're not really worried about it. But
I'm sure Hard Rock would be too.
Well, that's fair.
I would think anyway. But yeah, sorry to take up so much time with that. Hey, Kyle, how are you, sir?
Wow, that's fun, man.
Yeah, it was. I'm hoping it continues on because I would love to continue to pick your brain about that kind of stuff.
Man, that's fascinating. Did you really like the top 10 values this week?
Top 20s I liked better than top 10s, at least on Hard Rock. We get a little bit different stuff with Hard Rock. You usually are. I think our winners aren't as good, but our props are a little bit better. So I didn't bet anything top 10 this week. There was nothing that really stood out to me, and I liked the top 20 better. I thought I was getting more value in the top 20 this week anyway.
Because I do like. This is a core guys that I'm using in a lot of DFS cash lineups this week, but McCarthy, Denny's plus 450.
Yeah.
He's finished 36 or better, 5 or less, 7 times at this venue, 10th most predictive course on tour. Grillo and Fox don't really have the record, but you're getting them at plus 550 and plus 650 to top 10.
Yeah.
And, I mean, again, this is the kind of course these guys can eat up. Like, both of them are so good tee to green. And especially with Grillo, if he can just get hot with the putter, like, forget about it. And then again, Victor Perez, I think, is really being slept on this week. You can get him plus 750 to top 10. He's plus 330 to top 20. He fits so much of the bill that you want this week. Like, very good on positional golf courses. Very good from 175 yards within. Makes a lot of birdies. He plays par 4 as well, which is huge. Obviously, with, of course, having so many par 4s, a lot of them being short ones too. This course kind of reminds me a little bit of like a European link style venue. At least more of what they play now on a regular basis compared to the PGA Tour. That is what Victor Perez is used to. And again, he's 6,900 on DK. So, like, sign me up for all of that. Like,
what'd you say his top 10 was?
His top 10 is plus 750.
That's what it is on Hard Rock.
I feel like that's pretty good odds for a guy that is starting to peek his head up into that range more and more. We saw him at the Olympics last year. I know it was his home country, but again, he's only like 26 or 27 years old. This is still a young man who had, still getting acquainted to the PGA Tour. I like what I've seen from him because this is his second full year on the PGA Tour after spending, I think, 4 or 5 years on the European Tour. Like, big things are coming for Victor Perez.
Yes, sir.
Anything else on this tournament you want to cover, or bets, people, whatever, before we get out of here?
Did you have some rapid fire questions or something, or you want to just kick that?
No, we can do them real quick.
Yeah, I mean it's rapid fire, right?
Golfer of the year.
Ooh, it has to be Scotty Scheffler.
Not Happy Gilmore.
What's that?
Not Happy Gilmore.
No, not Happy Gilmore. I haven't seen it yet because Liam has to watch the first one, which I can't believe he hasn't seen the first one before we watch the
Well,
second.
considering he was like, how old is Liam?
He's 10.
Yeah, that movie is like a movie our parents trying to tell us about from the 60s when we were growing up, right?
True.
You know what I mean? You're like,
30 years ago, yeah.
movie's like 1,000,000 years old, Mom and Dad. God.
But I'm just surprised because he's seen Billy Madison, he's seen, all the other Sandler movies, but
Well, I am surprised because, I mean, it's a classic.
We've seen it. I swear we've seen it, but he claims he didn't, so he'll probably watch it and be like, oh, I've seen this.
You a Billy Madison or Happy Gilmore guy?
Ooh, that's tough because Billy Madison's so good, and it was such a revolutionary type of movie.
More raunchy, too.
Yeah, more raunchy. I mean, both are so good. It's kind of hard to put them in the same comparison. But
well, it's like Waterboy grew on me.
Yeah.
It was one I remember when I first saw it being like, this is kind of stupid. And now it's, dude, if Waterboy's on, I'm watching it.
Yeah, you can't turn it. It's hilarious.
Mr. Coach Klein.
Mr. Coach Klein, Mr. Coach Klein.
Yeah, anyway. It's Scheffler's world, right?
Yeah.
Do you remember that fun little moment we had with Rory, though? That was fun, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was brief. We were all excited, like, oh, he's going to play really good now because he got the monkey off his back. Just kidding, Rory. You didn't get the monkey. Or maybe the monkey's just bigger now, or I don't know. Anyway.
I've told you, I think Rory is in many ways like Phil, and maybe they're happier people, right?
Yeah.
Like that they don't have, I don't think that like just dead desire to be the greatest golfer of all time.
Yep.
I don't think either one of them has that. That's not part of their equation.
And each of them also have run into a little bit of a buzzsaw during their time on the tour.
And they're just two of the most talented, players on tour. And I think that, part of them knowing, they can't be the GOAT is that they don't handle pressure situations always the best. True. I mean, they have, obviously. They both came through in spots, but they've also, as you were saying, they've leaked some oil. Kyle's happy over Billy. I mean, that's fair. I mean, it's apples and oranges. I'm glad he explained it. It's like, it's good. Happy's just so good. I'm good with that. It's just something about like Billy Madison starting with, do you know what day it is? Stop looking at me. The swan and
the
shampoo goes on first. Yes. I clean the hair.
It's too damn hot for a penguin to just be walking around. Such a
Chris
good movie.
Farley, Doyle Rules. I mean, come on, that movie is so good.
All the early on Sandler movies were just fantastic.
Right now, if you had to make a wager straight up on the Ryder Cup, who are you betting on?
Oh, that is a great question. That's a heart and head question if I've ever said. I'd bet the European. If I was betting with my head, I would bet the European team to win. Now, do I want them to win? Absolutely not. And especially, is the home field advantage really going to carry the Americans, or is the home field advantage going to play right into what the European team wants to do to the Americans? They're going to want to shut up that crowd. The Americans obviously are going to be, the crowd's going to be behind them. But there's sometimes when you're the villain, too, playing that villain role could make you play a lot better golf. I don't know. I would bet the European.
Ask Ian Poulter.
He absolutely.
Know a thing or two about that.
I would bet the European team with my head. With my heart, obviously, the USA.
The one thing I do appreciate is both sides are talking about how difficult it is to win on the road.
Yeah.
Even though, again, the Americans don't know. It's been so long. They don't know. None of these guys know. None of them know.
Well, all those guys are retired now.
It's been decades, so they don't know. But Europeans have admitted that, like, it's much harder.
Yeah.
So, like, the Americans have every advantage, but I'm with you. Like, if I go with Daddy, y'all know that. Yeah, I'm going to have to take the Europeans. Europeans are freaking loaded this year.
Yeah.
Hope I'm wrong. Hope it does. I hope, you think you're better than me and that kind of stuff's going on, while they're walking down the fairways. Like, I hope that's the kind of Ryder Cup we're looking for. And
that fade black, baby.
It turns into a party, but I don't know. Not feeling so great. Will you watch more or less TGL this year?
I'll probably say more because I only watched like maybe 2 matches. So if I watch 3 or more, it'll be more. What about you? I'm gonna flip that question back to you.
I'm gonna stay into it.
Okay.
Because I think they're onto something. I
Yeah.
really do.
Yeah.
And I think that while people mock and scoff and look, I get it. I do. It looks weird. But growing the game is bringing people outside your tent, okay? If you
Yes.
truly want something to be bigger than it is right now, you can't just listen to the same old fuddy-duddies
Yep.
that have been involved with something for forever.
Yes.
Because there was a time when people told me I couldn't wear hoodies at the golf course. And I was like, there was
And
time
now
they told
look
me
at
not to
it.
play my music. You know what I mean? How'd that
Yep.
work out for you? I'm just saying that, like,
Now all golf
we're
shops
on
are
the
selling
wrong
hoodies and the speakers. Yep.
we're on the wrong side of history a lot with this stuff in the game of golf. So I'm gonna give it a chance. And I hope that again some of it leads to the PGA Tour. What's the one rule change you would change for next year?
Ooh, I know what yours would be. Relief from divots.
Actually, I have one that I just want them to take care of first because it's more housekeeping.
Okay. What's
It's kind of
yours?
like how in Georgia they passed you can't hold up the far left lane on the interstate, going like basically the speed limit or
Yeah.
slower than, the traffic's moving. They never ticket for it, ever.
Yeah.
It's the same thing on the PGA Tour with putting people on
Slow
the
play.
clock and penalizing. Yeah. The rule's there, but
Yeah.
they do not ever enforce it. And I just want them to enforce it. That's
Yeah.
it.
So it's not really a rule change. It's enforce the rule, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on board with that. Absolutely. Because
Or maybe even make it stricter, right?
yeah. Don't even give them a warning. Like you fall behind pace, you get a penalty right off the jump. You do it again, you get disqualified. Let's speed this game of golf up. I agree
There's
with
a
you on that.
lot of hubbub in baseball.
Yes.
Poker went through this a few years ago. They're gonna have like timeouts and banks and stuff. Like I'm not asking them not to be able to take an extra minute over the ball. I'm telling you that them and their caddy don't need to spend 8 minutes talking about, well, which way do you think the wind's blowing, Dave?
Yeah. Yeah. There's no sense of urgency ever. And I get it. You're playing for a lot of money. You want to make the right decision, but you can do that in a lot less time, too.
These guys adapt, man. They're athletes. Like, they're
Yep.
going to play within the rules of the game. This is one thing that drives me crazy about all sports. And I'm like, I promise you, if they want to keep making millions of dollars, they'll learn to adjust. And I promise you they will all adjust. So
absolutely.
you got anything you want to plug, Ryan, before you get out of here?
Nah, just keep watching us on Two Off the Tee and maybe some future ventures as well. We'll see what happens.
I like the sound of that.
Yes.
If you're going to be at the Fantasy Football Expo, hit me up next week. Me and the missus will be there. Very excited. It's my first one. We get in Thursday night.
Sweet.
Leave and head back Sunday late afternoon. So
we'll enjoy that.
Come say hello. And don't make fun of me about being a Falcons fan. That's okay.
Hey,
you know this.
It's a new year. Michael Penix is at the helm.
No, I'm already back, Ryan. That's a great thing. Is like I told you a couple weeks ago, I was worried I was being too optimistic. Now I'm back to like we're gonna suck. This is
you're
all
up
this
here now. You're back to where
the Bucks are gonna be really good, and just like I looked, I hope to be pleasantly surprised, but I mean we're the Falcons. We'll screw this thing up. That's what we do.
Hey, maybe I'll be optimistic for you. Maybe not this year.
Well, Ryan, I have enjoyed it. Be sure
Always
to check
a
out all
pleasure.
the amazing stuff on FantasySixPack.net. Be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel, join our Discord, etc., etc. We'll see you guys for 3 more tournaments for the FedEx Playoffs and maybe a special Ryder Cup episode as well. We'll talk to you soon.
Sounds great. Y'all take care.